Hi guys, and welcome to another game of Marvel Champions here on Smoothie Brain Gaming. So for today, I'm actually going to be taking a break from what I was doing recently, which was putting my leadership Magneto deck against Loki. I've basically tried 3 or 4 times since I've last posted on the last Loki video, and I've had no success whatsoever. And most of them have been fairly atrocious and boring games. So I may not post those. We'll see how we go. But for a change, well, I'm going to stick with the Magneto deck here. The one focusing on Make the Call, which in this instance is, here it is, Magneto Calling Allies. It is published, and it is my own one, even though I say it's my own. It's a fairly standard recursion with Call for Backup and the Make the Call event. So, just for a little change of pace, I'm actually going to take on the Hood in this scenario, and I'm going to be using the last 7, so the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, the heavier versions, but I'm still going to be doing it on standard. So in this case, we have Hood 1 and Hood 2, and the Hood and standard encounter set, and then choose 7 modulars. As I've said, they're the 7 more difficult ones. And then I've got to choose one of those sets at random and shuffle them into the encounter deck. So these are all set up here. These are the 41 cards in it. I'm going to shuffle those, and I'm going to draw the first one. And in this case, it is Crossfire's Crew. So I'm going to have a look at all of these and then pull Crossfire's Crew cards. And so I'll just grab all of these out here, and we'll shuffle these into the deck then. So that'll get a close and shuffle, because we'll probably be doing more with that shortly. So in we go, shuffle, done. And with that, we'll flip over the main scheme, making connections. The Hood is recruiting an army, convincing various villains that they are stronger together than they are apart. When revealed, each player must resolve the Hood's foul play ability in player order. So we only have to do it once ourselves, but here is the foul play ability. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the card does not belong to the Hood encounter set, deal it to yourself as a face down encounter card. Now I struggle to understand that, but basically let's have a look at what the card is. It's established dominance, so it is a Hood encounter. So if that card does not belong to the Hood, it does belong to the Hood, so we don't deal it to ourselves, so it goes to discard. I think that's the correct interpretation of that. So with that, let's go to my mulligan in this stage. I don't like any of these, bar maybe Magneto or Cyclops. So I may just get rid of every single one of these cards except for Make the Call, with the intent of maybe being able to pull one of these guys shortly. So let's do that mulligan. Professor X, Beast, Asteroid M, Cyclops, and I'll keep Death Focus as well. Yeah. So let's do that. And what comes up instead? We've got 2 Make the Calls, the Death Focus, the Blast, Genius, and Danger Room Training. So that's not bad. And with that, let's begin turn 1. What I will do is I'll flip over to Magneto, and I think we'll use the magnetic pull and see what we get. So first card, second card, third card, fourth card. There we go. That's our. Oh, that's not what I should have taken. Let me. I shouldn't know what's there. So this is the one that would come in. Now, what do I feel like? We could be doing a couple of big attacks here, so I could use essentially these 3 to pay. I think this is what I'm going to do. I may use a make the call, pay the printed cost of an ally in any player's discard pile, and put that ally into play under your control. So I could use these 3, and I may pull Cyclops, and then yeah, let's go with that. Would one of the other guys be better though? No, we'll stick with Cyclops. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. That pays Cyclops's cost. and he comes into play. This is out of play. After Cyclops enters play, choose an enemy. Well, the only enemy in play is Hood. Until the end of the phase, increase the amount of damage that enemy takes from each attack by 1. Now, I think then I'll use the... I think I might use Wrapped in Metal to play Danger Room Training onto Cyclops. So that's giving him a +1 thwart, a +1 attack, and a +1 hit point. I was thinking of maybe using the electromagnetic blast, but I think that's a pointless endeavor at this point. So what I will do then is use this to pay for Def Focus. Now, with that being said, I'm going to exhaust myself to attack for 2. And then, of course, Cyclops' response will do 3. 1, 2, 3. And then Cyclops is going to attack, taking 1 consequential, and doing 3 damage with his own response, upping that to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And with that, I think that's the end of our turn. And let's go to the villain phase. 1 goes on to this. He's now going to attack me. I'm happy to take this. And let's see what the card is. 1 plus 2. He hits me for 2. And then the follow-up, the encounter card, is going to be Corruptor. That is a criminal from Crossfire's crew. When revealed, exhaust each ally you control. Place 1 threat on the main scheme for each ally exhausted this way. So Cyclops is exhausted, and I must place a threat on the scheme. And with that, we will go to turn number 2. So, what do I feel like? I mean, we can lock this guy down a little bit here with the Wrapped in Metal. And what would be really nice if we got a missile. So let's have a look, see what's going on with the magnetic pull. So let's do a magnetic pull. We get a Master of Magnetism. Okay, well, that's something at least. I could go Master of Magnetism and this to pay for the helmet, and then use the helmet and maybe Omega to get Wrapped in Metal out. But that's not the most efficient, really. If I use these 2 here, then if I use the Master of Magnetism to pay for Wrapped in Metal, that kind of eliminates Corruptor, right? So that's okay with me. I can't do a whole lot else, though, from there. I mean, we could get Kid Omega out. Maybe we look at threading this down, because that could be problematic in the long run. So maybe, yeah, let's do these 2 to pay Wrapped in Metal. And that's going on to Corruptor. I'm just going to move him slightly out of the play here, because the Wrapped in Metal, obviously, hero form only, attached to a non-elite. This guy is not elite. He cannot activate, and his text box is blank. So that's all right. Now, maybe Kid Omega is the play. If I get Kid Omega out, use this then as the final thing that could at least pull one off. So that's what I might do. I'll go 1, 2 to play Kid Omega. And after Kid Omega enters play, I'll spend a mental, which is this. And that will remove 1 threat from each scheme. Well, we only have 1, so that's done. Now, I think maybe we'll have Kid Omega threat 2 here. And I will just do a further 2 onto the Hood. And we'll go to the next villain phase. So, part 1 goes on to this. He's going to attack me again. I don't think I'm going to defend. I think I've still got okay life left. So let's do 1 plus 2, 3, 4. That's a heavy shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're still surviving. And then we get a bad card. Our bad card in this turn is the Upper Hand, Treachery. When revealed, Hero. The Hood attacks you. Resolve the Hood's foul play ability. Okay, so he is going to attack me. I think Kid Omega is going to weather this, because if this is a big hit, it's going to suck. So he's hitting me for 1 plus whatever's under this. This is a reveal. So he is actually hitting me for 2 in this instance. or should I say Kid Omega getting hit for 2. That does defeat him. And then finally, I have to do the foul play. So discard the top card of the encounter deck if it doesn't belong to the hood, right? So let's pull it, see what it is. It is a hood, so I don't deal it to myself. So that's discarded. And then this is discarded, and I believe that's a nice clean entry into turn number 3 hero phase. So, well, I mean, it's fairly obvious what I need to do in this instance. But first, I will use the Master of Magnetism. So let's delete until we get a magnetic. Delete. Whoa, that's 1. There we go. Oh, that's very nice too. So, it would be nice to get some. Well, I don't even know why I'm bothering. I know exactly what I'm doing. Exhaust Death Focus to reduce the resource cost of the next superpower card you play this turn by 1. The superpower card I want to play is Magnetic Missile. Magnetic superpower, cost 0. Discard a minion with wrapped in metal, deal 5 damage to an enemy and stun it. So that's going to do 5 damage to you and a stun. And then we go to the next villain. Alright, so this is deleted, this is deleted, this is deleted. Excuse me. This should be the other way around, I would assume. This should go in first because that is part of that action, and then that's gone. Now, with that done, we now have his revealed. Choose one set aside modular encounter set at random, and then shuffle it into the encounter deck. So let's do exactly that. We'll shuffle these guys up. We'll pull the top one, and in this case, it's going to be the Wrecking Crew. So let's grab all of these guys. Wrecking Crew. So these are some heavy hitters here, but I do find them fun. I had great fun adding these guys as modulars to a set a while back. Actually, it was kind of like this homemade campaign that I was running, and like with the physical cards, and it just the idea was that I started off with the Wrecking Crew. What am I trying to say? Scenario itself, and the idea was that they were breaking out of prison, and then other things were occurring, so they'd move into Norman Osborn with risky business, buffing up that deck, and then moving around to different decks. So really the story was how the Wrecking Crew were being integrated into, you know, the backstory or the big narrative. But maybe I'll try running that again here. Anyway, after going completely off topic. So with that done, how do I want to act here? I know we want to get some metal shards out, and if I got 2 metal shards, we wouldn't be doing too badly now. But maybe that's not the play. I could use these. If I use that to play Pixie, that would pull another card back. That might be it, actually. So if I use Master of Magnetism, that's Master of Magnetism to play Pixie. After you play Pixie from your hand, add an X-Men ally from your discard pile to your hand. So let's look at all these. Who would I like to bring back? I think it's got to be Kid Omega. This guy is just like MVP for me lately. So now, what do I do? I think I attack for 2. 1, 2. Cyclops attacks for 3. 1, 2, 3. Obviously his 2 attack plus the Danger Room training, and of course he's got the extra hit point, so he's not gone yet. And then Pixie's going to do another 2 as well, and she is defeated by that consequential. And I think then we'll go 1, 2, 3 to play the metal shards, dealing 7 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not a defeat, so I don't get a bonus to that. Now, I'm tempted to no, he's got a stun, so I'm going to stay up. I'm going to stay in hero form and go to the next phase. So with that, 1 goes onto this. He's going to attack me. He does not because he's stunned. That's discarded. And then the next card is our encounter card, and it's going to be a gang up. The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. So the villain is going to attack me. I am going to put Cyclops in front of this. And in this case, it's going to be 1, 2 plus 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is enough to defeat him. But I'm all right with that. And we'll go straight into turn number 4 now. I think we have him. Can we do anything better here? Well, maybe we'll do this. And spend a Mirage to play Electromagnetic Blast. So Def Focus is bringing that in for 1 cheaper. And then Mirage is going to do the due diligence, I suppose. Hero action, remove 3 threat from a scheme. 1, 2. That has removed the last one. So we effectively delete this as well, which is nice. Then I could go 1, 2, 3 to bring a White Queen into play. Her response has no thing. We have no status card to worry about. I hit for 2. 1, 2. She can hit for a further 1, doing another damage. And that's game. That was nice and smooth. I hope I didn't miss anything major there with the hood. But yeah, that was a fairly nice tempoed standard game there. Hope you guys enjoyed. As usual, like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. And with that, I'll say all the best. See you in the next one. And thanks for watching. Take care. And bye-bye for now.